All right, Ms. Pope,
Yes, ma'am.
raise your right hand for me. You solemnly swear or affirm any testimony you give in this matter will be true.
I swear.
All right, you can put your hand down. So, Ms. Pope, you're before the court on two cases for probation revocation. State of Georgia versus Tanisha LaShawn Pope, 2021 CR 07991 and 2023 CR 02968. You were before this court for driving under the influence and theft by shoplifting on the 17th day of September 2024. You were sentenced to 24 months on probation. Um, and you have 1 month and 21 days on the 2021 CR 07991 probation, followed by 12 months on consecutive case 2023 CR 02968. It says that you failed to report to court. You were scheduled to be in court on April 21st, 2025 for a revocation hearing. You failed to report. You failed to report to probation on November 15th, February 15th, November 15th, 2024, February 15th, 2025, March 15th, 2025, and April 2nd, 2025. You last reported by phone on March 3rd of 2025. You failed to document your proof of completing a clinical evaluation as directed. You fail to document proof of completing a DUI, alcohol, or drug use risk reduction program. You fail to attend AA or NA community support meetings at least 2 times per week. You fail to comply with a drug screen at each report. You fail to document proof. You fail to complete and document proof of completing 40 hours of community service on case 2021 CR 07991, and you are currently $810 in arrears. You're represented by Attorney MJ Tortorello.
Your Honor, we are here to stipulate to the violations alleged by the probation, and we would like to leave the recommendation up to you as previously noted before this court. I do want to address that my client, just to give a little bit of background about what's going on with her, and then I want to also address some of the violations here being alleged. She is currently, she has an ectopic pregnancy, and it's life-threatening, as you know, Your Honor. She had a surgery, emergency surgery scheduled on July 21st, which was yesterday. Probation has received documentation of proof of this, Your Honor. So it's important for the court to know my client health at this point in time. It's a life-threatening situation. She has 4 children, Your Honor, that she needs to get home to and take care of. And probation is asking for 120 days on this, Your Honor. And just given what's going on with her health-wise, I don't think it's reasonable. Also, Your Honor, for failure to report on February 15th of 2025, my client had surgery on Valentine's Day on February 14th of 2025, and proof has been provided to probation by her brother yesterday. She also lives in Americus, Georgia, Your Honor. It's a rural area, and she doesn't have the closest AA or community support group that she can go to is 3 hours away, Your Honor. Given all this, we're asking for a lot less time than 120 days for the revocation.
Your Honor, may the state have a moment to review her sentences and be heard?
Sober.com, Americus, Georgia, at 702 Atherton Street, has a AA meeting. The weekly meeting schedule is Friday, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m., Tuesday, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m., Thursday, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. There's a Flint River group in Montezuma. There, yeah, ma'am. Yeah, there's AA in right downtown in Americus, all between Lafayette Street and Atherton Street, right across from the Gas and Go. So, let's see. Here's another one. Yeah, this group at the one on Atherton Street, yeah, they have several meetings. Lots and lots of meetings. So, Ms. Pope, what you got next? How old are you, Ms. Pope?
I'm 37.
Ms. Pope, when are you gonna start helping yourself?
I've been trying, Your Honor.
If you come to court and tell me there's no community support meetings in Americas, and then I look on my tablet and I pull one right up, then you're not helping yourself.
I had Googled it, and when I called, they told me they didn't do that anymore, and they had went out of town, like in Albany, Georgia. And I was trying to get transportation to get to Albany to do the AA meeting. I promise, Your Honor, I've been trying. Like, I'm so sick. Like, this pregnancy in my tube is like, and they're not helping me in here. Like, I'm bleeding so bad. I'm hurting so bad. Nobody's taking me to medical. Like,
I got you, Ms. Pope, but Ms. Pope, at this point, I get the pregnancy, and we're gonna get you medical help because you need help. But what I'm telling you too is you need to start thinking about the fact that maybe another baby is not what you need at this time of your life.
I wasn't trying to get pregnant, y'all.
Okay. Yeah. What's the recommendation is 120 days?
Yes, Your Honor. 120 days, that would be the 1 month and 21 days remaining on there, and 69 the consecutive case. And I have not received, as of prior, to starting court this morning, I checked for documentation because I spoke with Ms. Pope's brother yesterday, and I asked him to send that to me via fax. But prior to court, I checked, and I have not received any documentation.
Of
If
documentation of what, Ms. Chang?
Well, Ms. Tortorella said that probation has received documentation about surgery or medical documentation. I haven't received that.
Your Honor, I was told by my client that her brother sent it over yesterday to probation.
Last night when I got out of lockdown, I talked to him, and he said she told him to send it before the morning. And he sent it.
I can check again, Your Honor, right now to see if there's anything there. If I may step away.
His number, and you can call him, because he said you called him back yesterday.
Okay, how is this the ectopic part of the pregnancy been documented?
You talking to me, Your Honor?
I mean, whoever wants to answer.
I went through my OBGYN, and
Have they sent us something?
they sent, the thing for me to do my surgery, the laparoscopic surgery. They sent it through, email for my follow-up appointment. And my brother said he sent it to probation officer Chain.
Ms. Pope, you have 24 months with me. Very rarely do I sentence anybody consecutively. You got a lot going on, and you're going to have to at some point make a choice to get your life together, because everything is not, you're pregnant, but I didn't mean to be pregnant. Well, they got ways to not be pregnant, ma'am. And I'm not saying that I'm trying to control your intimate life. I really don't care. But you already got 4 kids. You got a case where you're on probation for 24 months before me. You live in Americas. That's not right around the corner from here. You have got to start taking control of your life. You tell me, well, I can't get to AA, but my understanding is that since COVID, they've had virtual community support meetings. So even if you don't have one in your town, they have them on the internet, that you can get to, and you're saying that you couldn't find that at all.
That's what I was asking Miss Train, like, do they have virtual? Because I could do virtual. And then I had surgery on my hand from it being broken. But I have done my DUI risk reduction program. I am trying, Your Honor. I just had hand surgery. I just got out of my cast. I had a cast on for 5 months. Like,
Are you working?
No, well, I was braiding hair, but my hand was.
Okay. Do you have another source of income?
Ma'am.
Do you have another job that you're prepared to be doing?
No, I just braid hair and I get child support for the kids. I'm a single parent. Like, I know I'm trying. Like, I raised my kids alone, me and my mom. My son just graduated high school. He starts college in August. Like, I'm trying, Your Honor.
I got that. But in the midst of you having all of this on you, then I hear about another pregnancy. Miss Pope, if you don't take care of yourself, who's going to? If you don't protect your health, who's going to? Babies don't just happen. And I'm not saying stop having intimate relations. That's not my job. But what I'm saying is stop making your life harder. If you know you don't have a job, if you know you have significant health issues that are keeping you from working, if you know you got 4 other kids, a slip up is not what you can afford. If you know you on probation before me for 24 months, at some point you have got to say, I got to make a list of the things that I need to get done and figure out how to get them done.
Yes, ma'am.
You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So when you had the surgery back in February and you missed court, you're saying, I wanted my brother to send that information. Why didn't you send it?
No, my brother did. My brother just sent it yesterday. He wasn't aware.
What I'm saying to you is back then, you know, if you're missing probation check-ins, that you got to have a reason for that. Why didn't you send it or have the doctor send it directly to Ms. Chang?
Right. Ms. Chang gave me an address to mail, like doing a mail-in report. I sent paperwork to her. I don't know if that's the correct address because they never, they could be saying I'm supposed to have never received anything about court. Like, never. Then when she spoke to my brother yesterday, she was like, she just needed an updated address. Ms. Chang has my address. I gave her my address personally. My mom gave her my address. So, and then half the time she don't answer the phone. She don't return.
Ms. Pope, I just told you that she got 1,000 people that she's got to take care of. You're one person saying, I need her to respond to me. She's got 1,000 people saying, I need her to respond. So no, she's not going to answer the phone. If you're on phone and mail report, get your 12 envelopes and make sure it gets there in the mail. But what I'm saying to you is take the extra effort. If you know you've had hand surgery, then tell your doctor, hey, I need you to fax this information or send this information to my probation because I can't, I need them to know why I can't make it to report. Take some initiative, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Stop letting stuff just happen to you. Start being the person that does stuff as opposed to the person that stuff gets done to. What, Ms. Chang, is this her first hearing?
Yes, Your Honor. She was served by mail, by certified mail on April 3rd of this year. And it was returned to us by the post office on May 17th as unclaimed.
So
it was sent to 206 Horton Drive, Americus, Georgia, 317.
is that your address?
That's my address, but I haven't received nothing.
So, ma'am, it is common sometimes when people don't know what's coming in the mail for a certified mail, they will not receive a sign for certified mail. What I'm telling you is she's been sending you the information to the correct address. Now, if you didn't get it, that's on you. But certified mail means they're going to bring it to you and ask for a signature.
Well, I have been there and I haven't.
Who else lives with you?
I live with my uncle and my kids.
Okay, so somebody didn't sign for the certified mail, but she's got your address. So that's not her responsibility, that's your responsibility. Ms. Pope, at some point, like I said, at some point, you've got to be the person who drives your life as opposed to get rolled over by the truck. Um, how is she reporting, Miss Chang? Is it by mail, phone and mail?
She was to report by mail, Your Honor, because of the distance.
And how
she
has
lives
she been doing with that?
she was not, Your Honor. She was to report by mail by the 15th of each month, and those are the dates that she missed: November 15th, February 15th,
Ms.
March
Pope, they don't have
15th.
a
Those were
post office in Americas?
Who, ma'am?
A post office.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so why couldn't you drop your envelope in the mail so that Ms. Chang could get your report every month?
Like I said, I mailed one of them in, but after I had surgery, I just been down, like, it's me by myself. My uncle works, my kids been helping me, like.
So you couldn't nobody could put a letter in an envelope for you and take it to the post office?
I try to do everything on my own, Your Honor.
How's that working for you? You got a kid who's in high school. They can't put a letter in the mail for you?
They got, it's like the one that's in the 11th grade, he got like a disability.
But you said he's about to go to college.
No, I just had one graduate high school.
And that person can't help you?
No. He lives with mama.
So you don't have 4 kids living with you?
I have four living kids, but I just let the one that just graduated high school.
Ms. Hope, do you understand that every time we talk, something else comes out that's different than what I understand? All you had to do was put an envelope in the mail, and now you can't do that. You can't do nothing. There are people who operate in this world who have one leg or one arm, and they get so much done that you can't even imagine. I had a friend who's blind, and he travels the world by himself. So when you tell me your hand had surgery and you can't go to the mailbox and drop an envelope in the mail, you have got to stop just not doing.
That's what I'm telling you. I did it one time. I don't know.
One time, then do it every time. I didn't tell you to report one time. I told you to report every time.
But I'm asking, am I sending it to the right address? Because they're not returning the mail to me.
I did not receive any reports from her, Your Honor.
She said she only did it one time.
Yeah.
So if she did it one time, but she's got 3 or 4 times that she didn't do it, how would you know?
Because I spoke to her over the phone, and then back in May is when I sent that mail in, but I never received nothing back.
What you think she's supposed to do? When you send in your report, she's supposed to call you and say, hey, I got it. Is that what you're looking for? That's not going to happen. But if you don't send it in, an arrest warrant is going to come across my desk and I'm going to sign it. And that's why you're in jail. Ms. Pope, get your life. Get your life. You are making so many excuses. Then all you're doing is showing your kids that you just make excuses through life. Excuse after excuse after excuse after excuse. You telling me that you had surgery, so you can't make it to mail an envelope to the post office. But there are people who are missing whole arms and legs who can navigate life. Get it together. You saying you can't do anything but braid, but there's other jobs that don't require you to have the dexterity to like that braiding hair requires. Look for that.
I also told Officer Chain that I was doing like a private what you call it, like when you sit with the elderly people, but I stopped that job because my client passed away.
And there's no other people who are elderly or sick?
No, I was doing it privately through this lady that I know because she's known me so long. And she just didn't want to be with her mom.
Ms. Pope? Ms. Pope, you got 12 more months, 13 more months to be with me. You understand that, right?
Yes, ma'am.
This is your first hearing, so I'm not gonna put you in jail for 120 days because we honestly, the county can't afford to pay for your surgery. So whatever you're gonna do with the ectopic pregnancy and the surgery, go ahead and get that done. I'm gonna give you
Your
credit
Honor,
for.
may the state be
Hold
heard?
on, Mr. Tipton. We're not signing up for that. I'm gonna give you credit for time served, since lockup. You're gonna return to probation. You're gonna do mail-in reports. You're gonna do, one community, report each. And if you have to keep checking, have somebody check for you, find a virtual program or go to the one in Americas or go to the one at the next town over. I don't care, but you're gonna have to start going. I'm sorry?
May I ask you a question?
Yes, ma'am.
Like for my community service, like since I joined church, can I do like community
No, ma'am.
at churches?
No.
Oh, okay.
They have agencies in Americas. Americas is a big enough town to where they have nonprofits where you could do service at a nonprofit.
I think I'm gonna go with Salvation Army.
Yes, fine. Get it done, Ms. Pope, and stop making excuses.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Everything in your life is an excuse. Well, you know, Ms. Pope, this is a calculated risk because I anticipate that I'm gonna see you again. Because you're not gonna do right. I'm just telling you. I already know. I've been doing this too long. You have already told me that you will not do right. And because I have 13 more months with you, I know that I will get another chance to put you in jail. For that, I have no doubt. So right now, because I'm not about to pay or have the county pay for this surgery and your convalescence, then I'm gonna let you out, let you get that done through whatever you already have set up. Now, Mr. Tipton, go ahead.
Your Honor, I just want to bring it to the court's attention and I wanted to ask Ms. Chang as well. So Ms. Chang, it wasn't clear from your petition, but has Ms. Pope ever tested for drugs? Because it looks based on the petition, I can't tell if she has ever been tested for drugs.
She has not.
Okay, so she's missed every testing of for drugs during the entire 10 plus months?
Because of the distance, she was given different dates to get a test in her area at a lab in her area and submit proof to me as opposed to coming to our office for testing. And
Oh,
she
boy.
never documented any test results.
Ms.
And-
Tortorello, I'm at a loss because your client's not doing anything she's been ordered to do. Not one thing. I don't even know that she's having an ectopic pregnancy because we don't have any proof.
Your Honor, she's done the risk reduction class. She's reported
One time.
one time. You know, she's trying, she's had a lot of health issues, Your Honor. And I mean, we could all give a phone call to the jail to just, you know, verify that in fact, if she has an ectopic pregnancy, which I'm confident that my client is being honest with the court, Your Honor. If you could just give her a second chance. I understand that probation has to be punitive. If it's punitive to impossible, it's setting up people for failure in the system. And I'm just asking this honorable court if they could please give my client a second chance, and she will abide by everything that she has to do. She's had a conversation with you, Your Honor. She is clear about what she has to do to make this happen.
Ms. Pope, Ms. Tortorello is more passionate about your situation than you are. She believes in you more than I do. and maybe more than you believe in yourself. Because I just don't understand why you got phone and mail report. All you had to do was drop a letter in an envelope in the mail, and you can't get that taken care of. Ms. Chang says go get tested at the local lab. Every place got a lab core or one of those local labs. She says go get tested at the local lab. You can't get that done and produce there's nothing, you're not doing it. And the reason we gave you phone and mail report is because you live far away, and I was respecting that. But I don't have to do that. I don't. None of these accommodations that we've made for you do I have to do. None of them. What do you do all day?
Ma'am,
What are you doing all day?
I just take care of my kids, send them to school, but.
Okay,
like,
one of them doesn't even live with you. What are you doing all day?
ma'am,
I said, one of them doesn't even live with you. What are you doing all day? And
I-
they're all in school. So what are you doing? Because they're going to school.
it's like, it's hard with my 11th grader that his daddy is dead. I'm raising him alone. He's special need. Like, he needs more attention than, you know what I'm
Does
saying?
he go to school?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so how long does he go to school?
Make sure he goes to school.
Okay, so if he's in school, then that's some time you don't have to do anything for him. He's in school.
When they're in school, I still have to, when my uncle's at work, I still have to make sure they have food. You know what I'm saying? I do this alone. I get assistance from the system, you know.
Ms. Pope, I'm not asking you that. I'm asking you, what are you doing?
Right. I do stuff at home. I'm a homemaker. Like, I do everything at home. Your Honor, please just give me a second chance. And like I said, when I had my surgery, that's why I wasn't able to do my mailing. I meant the drug test, because they said it's 25 to 50.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No. I'm sorry.
Your Honor, I would like to get a little more clarification on this petition from the probation officer, if I may.
Sure.
Officer Chang, I want to make sure I understand Brittany. She's missed February 15th, March 15th, April 2nd, and March 3rd. Is that correct?
March 3rd is when she last reported by phone, which I called her that day.
Okay,
So whenever she missed her mail-in reports, I would call her, but I counted that as a phone report. We went over the case.
okay, so 4 out of 10. So that's 4 out of 10 months worth of meetings she missed. 4 out of 10 reports she missed. I'm sorry, 4 out of 9 because she was incarcerated during the last one, or during the 15th last month.
She was in jail. She was released on this case on September 17th of last year, but she remained incarcerated until October 25th on a Superior Court case. So,
okay,
and then her first report by phone was on October the 30th, and she was instructed to report by mail monthly by the 15th, with her next report being November 15th. So she missed November 15th. I called on January the 6th, and we did a phone report that day. So that's why I didn't count a failure to report January 15th, because we spoke January the 6th. She was instructed to report by mail by February the 15th, and she missed that date.
okay.
So, and so on.
So
Okay.
okay. So
Miss,
that's
until I can get medical documentation of the ectopic pregnancy and the planned surgery, Miss, she's staying in jail. So I'll reconsider her getting out. Yeah, but until I get documentation of her surgery, she's gonna stay in jail. We'll just continue this hearing.
Your Honor, I thought you already made your ruling on the record.
I'm sorry,
I thought you, already made. your-
I didn't write it. And I am free to reconsider.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so this hearing will be continued until next Tuesday or until such time as I get documentation from a healthcare provider that she has the medical condition that we talked about and is in need of emergent care.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. That's all I have, Your Honor, ma'am.